Okay, here we are again for another super exciting BMW repair video. CV joints in the back of a BMW. I've done the front ones and doing the back ones today. I'm getting some clunking noises like in the first little segment of this video. When you go down the road it clunk 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 clunk, and when you let off the gas it goes away. So anyway, I got two new CV joints. They are uber expensive for these stupid X3s, but anyway. So what I did, I took the sway bar off. There's 4 bolts holding the sway bar on. You can see right in here, there's a carrier right there. There's bolts there. So I took the sway bar, dropped it down. Obviously I got it on jacks, you know, no messing around here. And I also took the back brackets back here off the exhaust. Okay. And what that allows it to do is lets it drop way down. So once you get that done, you know, what's going to happen? You're going to loosen up the bolts holding the CV joint at the pumpkin there, and you'll be able to get it out this way. With a sway bar drop down like that, then you can get a little room to maneuver. Otherwise, the CV joint bumps into the sway bar. So just a word of how you do this. Loosen these bolts up here first. Get all this stuff done, and you can loosen a nut on the hub out there. That's not a big deal. But don't pop it out of, don't pop the splines out of the hub until you get this thing drop down out of the way. Then you can pop that thing free, because if you take that nut off on the other side here and pop the splines out, then it's going to be pushed back and you're not going to have much compliance with the CV joint. So you want to loosen these, I think there's 6 of them, these funky Torx head bolts. Get them out of the way first, then drop that CV, or get that CV out of that the area there, that end of the CV axle, and then push the other side, pop it out with a hammer, and it'll come out pretty easily then. I think I'll probably even take this shock off. You take the shock off here, it'll drop down another inch or two, and anyway you get this, you know, the further down the wheel goes, the longer your CV joint has to be to compensate for it, and that's easier to get that stupid thing out of there. So anyway, just a quick little video how I got in here. With this X3, there's a tire, spare tire thing here that I took off. 3 bolts, not a big deal. There's even holes in the spare tire carrier where to get it 3 bolts. So it isn't a big deal. Then there's just a little, you know, a little stupid Allen head screw up here to take off. So anyway, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's a pain, don't get me wrong, but it could have been worse. So hope you enjoy. I'll probably show another clip of this popping out the CV joint when I'm all said and done. So hold on. Okay, here I am. I'm taking the bolts off by the pumpkin there. You can sort of see I got a contraption. I got like 3 3/8 inch extension bars coming out here, and I got my handy dandy pneumatic right angle. So I break it free by hand, then I use that to you know, to zip the bolts out the rest of the way. Makes it a little quicker. And what I do, I just take a little vice grip and clamp a little bit on the disc. And that way it keeps it from spinning. Otherwise, you know, when you start loosening this disc is going to run around. If you got somebody to put the brakes on, that'll work too, but I'm working alone. So anyway, I just block the disc a little bit there, keep it from going. So I'll take all these off. I'll get that CV joint out of the way. I'll knock it to the left there. Then I'll loosen up this bolt, this nut here, then knock the CV joint out. Okay? Okay, so I loosened the 6 bolts. I got them all out of there. There's a CV joint laying right there, the axle, I should say, and it's sitting on top of that. It's sitting on top of that block for the sway bar. You can see it right there. So, again, I loosened it up, pulled it out of the way. Now I took the nut off, and I'll punch this thing back, push it back through the splines there. And again, if you do it the other way, if you push this thing out first, you're pushing it back like 2 inches. And that CV joint only has so much travel, so it's real tight to get the thing out of there. So if you drop the thing down first, then punch it back, it's a lot easier to get out. So that's about all the excitement in this video. I'm sure that if you can handle getting CV joints out, if you got the right equipment, this is the big you know, socket here. If you got the right equipment to tackle this, you understand what's going on. But this is just one of the little things I found with these CV joints in some of the cars. You gotta pull it away from the pumpkin first, then you can pop the thing out. Otherwise, you do it backwards, it's just a real pain in the ass. So, okay, hope you enjoyed. Talk to you later.